When a customer asks you if they can have a level access shower fitted, the first question you'll ask is, where is it and what sort of floor is it? And if the answer is that it's a wooden floor, you may well tell them that you don't install level access showers in wooden floors, or you may even use the excuse that you're just too busy. Mind you, there are plenty of installers who aren't too happy about walk-in showers in solid floors either, but we're going to look at a system which makes it all possible. And if you follow the proper installation process, not only can you be confident that it won't leak, you and your customer can have peace of mind for years to come. Wedi has some fantastic products to address the issues of wet room environments, and we'll be looking at some of them during this video demonstration. So what are our materials? The main bit is the Fundo shower system. This is an exclusive Wedi product and it comes in a range of sizes and drain positions. There's the shower base, a specially shaped product that has the water runoff gradient built in. It's made of the same material as Wedi tile backer board, a polymer cement coating reinforced with glass fibre mesh over a fully waterproof extruded polystyrene foam core. In the centre, a plastic frame is already embedded, ready for fitting the drain components. This base works with a custom designed high volume drain. First there's a drain body that's embedded below floor level. This diagram shows how it works. The sealing collars fit through the shower base. The main sealing collar inserts into the drain body when the base is put in place. As we're going to install a floor level shower, the obvious choice of substrate for the walls is Wedi tile backer. It will withstand years of wetness and all the heating and cooling the user will throw at it. The tile backer is fixed in place with screws and washers in the case of a stud wall, or stuck with dabs of cement-based adhesive and dowels to a solid wall. As this is a wet area, all the joints must be covered with Wedi waterproof tape using the correct adhesive. Now for the floor. Obviously you will have done a survey earlier to plan the routing for the drain. An offset drain may address awkward placements of joists. As they say in all the best programs, here's a cutout I prepared earlier. Now we're going to create a platform 80 mm below the top of the joists. Allowing for the thickness of the board, I'm screwing 2 noggins on the joist for support. I'm using marine ply for this platform as it will keep its strength and support in the future. The outlet connects to a 2-inch rigid British standard pipe. There are 2 possible connections on the drain body. One has a blanking piece which should be left in place unless you're connecting other waste outlets to it. You need to use a solvent weld solution to bond the drain base to the pipe so that there never be any leaks. The next job is to construct a box around the drain unit. This will be level with the top of the joists, so it provides support to the floor when I replace it. I now use a semi-dry mix of sand and cement on which to bed the drain. I double check the position so it will match the location of the hole in the shower base. The top flange of the drain must be level with the floor. Then I will fill the box to the top with the mix so that the drain is held at the right height and position with support all around it. The floor can now be reinstated with its cutout. You should make sure that the edges of your cutout are supported by the box structure, but leave working space around the drain. Now we can top up the mix so we have a floor and high capacity drain unit to fix our Fundo base onto. At this stage I like to just check positioning so I can move ahead with absolute confidence. To prepare the base, first insert the O-ring stretch seal into the groove provided on the plastic frame that's embedded into the unit. We now need to insert the screw-threaded clamping collar from the top and screw over it the main sealing collar from beneath. You tighten the assembly with the cap tool that's provided. Now fully coat the underside of the Fundo base with 5 to 8 mm of cement-based adhesive, but avoid contact with the sealing collar itself. You can now position the base over the drain and push down so the sealing collar goes fully into the outlet. It's a good idea to build up the rest of the floor area with 40 mm tile backer boards so that you can create a substantial waterproof area. Bed the boards down in cement adhesive, and when the adhesive is cured, screw washer fix at 5 per square metre. But whatever you do, don't screw through the Fundo. As well as being waterproof, the tile backer surface helps with thermal insulation. In many installations, under-tile heating will be installed on top of the tile backer surface for a real luxury finish. Seal all the joints with Wedi waterproof tape bedded into the cement-based flexible tile adhesive. It's a good idea to leave the cap tool in the hole to stop any foreign matter going down. In the back corner of the shower, a Wedi internal corner sill is the correct solution to maintain integrity. If you were installing Fundo in a solid floor, you would first create a void in which to place the drain and base. If you were going to make it flush with the slab surface, the top flange of the drain unit would need to be 40 mm below the floor to allow for the thickness of the Fundo. To improve the thermal performance of the floor, essentially making it feel a bit warmer underfoot, you would use 10 mm thick sheets of tile backer as a tiling substrate on the floor. In that case, you would make allowances by setting the Fundo 30 mm below the slab surface. You would infill the void with a suitable mortar level to the top of the drain body. Once again, you would fit the sealing collar into the Fundo and put tile adhesive on the underside before offering it up. The Fundo is sealed to the surrounding surface using Wedi waterproof sealing tape applied with a cement-based flexible tile adhesive. As you'd expect, you need to leave the Fundo for the tile adhesive to go off properly before you start to put weight on it. When it comes to tiling the Fundo, it's important to understand just how the gradients are formed on the top surface. There are essentially 4 shallow valleys running from each corner to the drain. You need to run your tile edges along these valley lines so that you don't form bridges which would stop the Fundo draining properly. This needs to be planned out before you start to apply cement tile adhesive. The grid support is placed so that the corners point to the Fundo corners, also to follow the lines of the valleys. If necessary, the support can be adjusted for height with this spacer to match the thickness of tile or stone being used. Before tiling the floor, it's best to tile the walls, but leaving the bottom row of tiles off. Now we can apply the tile cement and tiles. The grid support frame is placed on the adhesive bed and then the tiles laid. The gap between the grid frame and the tiles should be filled with a flexible sealant. Now we can drop in the trap cup and siphon. The stainless steel grid is the crowning glory. So there you have it, exactly what the customer ordered. A full wet room on a wooden floor. And if you follow the process that I've just shown you using Wedi products, you can be absolutely certain that no water will enter the fabric of the building. And that means you can fully guarantee your work for years to come, thanks to the amazing qualities of Wedi products.